Now that you know what the parameters do, I'm just gonna input the parameters that I've found worked the best for this character. And so I'm gonna input the mass is gonna be 0.1. The stiffness is I'm gonna use a very high 8, and you should be very careful with the stiffness when you go that high. Blender used to be very unstable when you would go to stiffness that is even close to 1. Now it can handle that, the higher values, but yeah, still be careful. The damping I'm going to leave the way it is to 0.5, as well as air drag. I want to have air drag. The internal friction I'm going to go up to 1.0, and density target would be 3, and strength of it is 1. I'm gonna need to increase the amount of steps, but let's see how it works with this amount of steps before we calculate it in higher quality. As you can see, as I said, the high values of damping cause quite some unstable results, but it's fine. And this is like the simulation is gonna go one more loop. I'm gonna hide these rig stuff by clicking only render here in the viewport. As you can see, the calculation now is much more stable, although there was something there anyway. Okay, we've got an okay result. We do have, in a couple of frames, we have some issues here. Like here, you can maybe you can see these things. It's a very common bug thing, and when you're working with physics, some jumps like that. So you're gonna have to fight a lot of them when you're working with it. The quick result for me, the quick solution for me would be to increase the quality, and I'm gonna increase it to 30 in my case. You, depending on how fast your computer is, maybe you can go even higher or lower. Also, here's the cache tab. This is basically what saves the motion of the hair once the physics has been calculated. So I want to save it to disk, because if I don't have it on, once I close the Blender, all of the cache that I have calculated will be lost. And and now, instead of pressing play, I'm gonna press bake here, which is gonna start this process that I cannot see, but it's gonna calculate the physics again, but now with higher quality, the quality that I've set here, 30 steps. And let's wait for the results. Now that the calculations are over, I can see some unexpected results. And I'm realizing that I have mass a little bit high. I wanted to have it at 0.01 instead of 0.1. But as you can see, I cannot edit the parameters now. That's because we baked everything. So to release, to allow us to edit these parameters, we need to free the bake. And now let's change the mass of this here. It's very light hair. And for a fast movement like that, you have to cheat the physics. You have to change the parameters to something that might seem not very realistic. So now that we have it, let's bake it again. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. The solution is stable. We still get the animation that we had on the geometry. You can see it. And yeah, I think that's good. It could be more dynamic, of course, but it's a trade-off you get for when you have this super dynamic motion. I like it. So let's move on to rendering this out.